On the 16th of March, the leader of the House of Commons, Penny Mordaunt, rightly told MPs they must not try to interfere with the work of the Privileges Committee investigating whether former Prime Minister Boris Johnson knowingly misled the Commons over Partygate.
And it is a very serious matter he raises. Members serving on the Privileges Committee are doing this House a service. He is right to say that, and we should all remember that. And they need to be permitted to get on with their work without fear or favour. And I would also remind honourable and right honourable members that in this House that this House asked them to do this work. We referred this matter to the committee for them to consider, and we asked them to do this work and to do it well, and they should be left to get on with this. That is the will of this House, and I think a very dim view will be taken of either any member who tries to prevent them from carrying out this serious work, or anyone from outside this House that interferes.
In an email seen by the Independent Commons Speaker, Lindsay Hoyle, has written to MPs reminding them that interference with or intimidation of a committee is potentially a contempt of the House. So with all that in mind, listen to Conservative MP Nadine de Vries.
I don't think there was ever a world in which this committee was going to find Boris innocent. The committee have demonstrated very clearly that they have decided early on to find him guilty. The committee knew that they had not a shred of evidence to prove that he misled with intent. They changed the rules, lowered the bar, and inserted the vague term reckless into the terms of reference. Boris Johnson will be found guilty by this kangaroo court. There is no doubt about that. And that in itself will be a disgraceful and possibly unlawful conclusion with serious reputational consequences. The substantial question is this: will they impose the 10-day suspension at the point at which they will find him guilty? Doing so would trigger a by-election and end the career of a former Prime Minister who got us through COVID, got us the vaccines, opened Britain up before other countries, giving us an economic advantage over the rest of the world, and led global leaders to support Ukraine against the invasion by Putin. It is unthinkable that they would do so. But if a committee is prepared to bend the rules and change the course of their investigation midway in order to find him guilty, would you put anything past that committee?
And here's another Conservative MP, Jacob Rees-Mogg.
But I am worried about the Americanisation of our political system. That in America, as soon as a politician upsets any interest group, there is legal action, there are impeachments. Impeachments have become more and more common, which assumes people don't act in good faith and undermines trust, poisons the well of politics. Because the truth is, most politicians of either persuasion act in good faith, even if they then make mistakes. And this is not a legal question, it is a political question. The Privileges Committee is not even a proper legal setup. It has a gossamer of constitutional propriety thrown over it, but it is in fact a political committee against Boris Johnson, who had a mandate. And why is his mandate challenged? Why has it been successfully challenged? Well, of course, it's by the haters of Brexit. The haters of Brexit who never accepted the election result that he achieved and what he did to take this country out of the European Union.
On what planet is calling the Privileges Committee a rule-bending kangaroo court and a political committee against Boris Johnson? Disgraceful comments obviously designed to undermine the investigation by the Privileges Committee, not a contempt of Parliament. Over to you, Mr. Speaker.